Captain's log, stardate 1513.1. Our position, orbiting planet M113. On board the Enterprise, Mr. Spock, temporarily in command. On the planet, the ruins of an ancient and long-dead civilization. Ship Surgeon McCoy and myself are now beaming down to the planet's surface. Our mission, routine medical examination of archaeologist Robert Crater and his wife Nancy. Nancy Crater is that one woman in Dr. McCoy's past. When a man visits an old girlfriend, she usually expects something like that.
Doesn't seem to be anybody around, does it?
You rushed us down 10 minutes early. Professor Crater? Nervous, Dr. McCoy?
I see. We walked out of each other's lives 10 years ago. She may have forgotten me completely.
Oh.
Hello.
It's good to see you. You haven't aged today. Captain Jim Kirk of the Enterprise. And Crewman Darnell.
How do you do? Ma'am, if I didn't know better, I would swear that you were somebody I left behind on Wrigley's Pleasure Planet. It's funny, you're exactly like a girl that...
A little less mouth, Darnell.
Why don't you step outside, Darnell?
Yes, sir.
I'd better go get Bob. Be back in a minute. Quite warm here, isn't it?
Professor Crater.
Now, will you please go back where you came from and leave me and my wife alone?
I'm required to confirm that fact.
All research personnel on alien planets are required to have their health certified by Starship Surgeon at 1-year intervals.
You've seen Nancy?
She went out to get you.
She looks exactly as I knew her 12 years ago, like a girl of 25.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Captain. Sit down. I seem to have forgotten my manners.
She hasn't aged a day. There's not a gray hair in her head.
She's got some gray bones. Hardly 25.
You've seen my wife with the eyes of your past attachment, Doctor.
Open your mouth. Dead, Jim. It's strange. Red mottling all over his face.
Being down a crewman who doesn't know better than to eat an untested plant.
I've just lost a crewman, Mrs. Crater. I want to know what happened.
Just tell us what you know.
I couldn't find Bob, and I was coming back. I crossed to your crewman. I noticed he had a Borgia plant in his hand. Before I could say anything, he'd taken a bite from it. He fell.
Jim, I suppose we could complete these examinations later.
We don't need an examination. You can see that.
Transporter room.
Transporter room, Captain.
Did ask him about more salt tablets.
I'll take care of the provisioning, Nancy.
Tell me how your planet Vulcan looks on a lazy evening when the moon is full.
Vulcan has no moon, Miss Uhura.
Transporter room to bridge. She called it a Borgia plant.
Borgia plant listed in library record tapes as carbon group 3 vegetation, alkaloid poison. Chemical structure common to most Class M planets. About the strange mottling on his facial skin surface, there is no reference to this symptom.
Stand by, Mr. Spark. She said she saw him eat the plant.
Instruments would have picked up any trace of it whatsoever.
Then what kills a healthy man?
I'll tell you something else.
But I swear, Jim, when I first saw her, she looked just as I'd known her 10 years ago.
I've lost a man. I want to know what killed him.
Yes, sir.
No mistake in our record tapes. Borgia plant. Sole deadly property is alkaloid poison.
Professor Crater and wife?
Check out perfectly. However, there has been a marked drop in shipments during the last year.
Kirk here.
We found something. So improbable, we almost didn't check it. This man has no salt in his body at
Can
all.
you explain that, Doctor?
I can't.
How? There isn't a mark on his body.
Except the red rings on his face.
Both Nancy and Crater went out of their way to mention one item they needed.
Salt tablets.
Outfit a landing party. Where is Mrs. Crater? I want to talk to her.
Possibly at the other digging.
Transport a sample of the plant to Mr. Spock. We'll check if it's actually the Borgia plant or something we don't understand.
Complete analysis.
Captain, but you are a trespasser on my planet.
Your complaint is noted, sir. Could prove to be a danger to you and Mrs. Crater, too.
Been here for almost 5 years.
Our crewman died of salt depletion. A sudden total loss of it.
And by coincidence, both you and Mrs. Crater requested salt tablets.
This is what we have left. Now, what is so mysterious about that?
One of the missions of the Enterprise is to protect human life in places like this. I'm going to have to ask you and Mrs. Crater to stay aboard my ship until we find out what killed that crewman.
Nancy! I've got salt!
Professor Crater! Professor Crater!
Jim! It's Sturgeon.
He's dead. We better locate crewman Green.
Green!
Crewman Green, report! Green, where are you?
Green!
Did you see this?
Yes, sir. Sturgeon was dead when I found him.
Same red rings on his face. Have you seen Nancy?
No, sir. I checked all through the ruins.
Nancy!
Crater!
Nancy, it's Leonard!
With equipment aboard the Enterprise that could pinpoint a match. Transporter room. 3 to beam up.
Oh, Green, what went on down there? Who do you think you are?
You said 2 people.
Professor and Nancy Crater.
We get a reading on only 1 person.
I've got your tray.
May the great bird of the galaxy bless your planet.
Hello, Beauregard.
Her name's Gertrude.
He's so animate, he makes me nervous.
Hello, Green.
He's not talking today.
The door to my quarters still rattles when it opens. Would you stop by and see if you can do something about it?
Nancy, come in. I've been worried sick about you. Wonder why Jim didn't tell me he found you.
I'm so happy to see you, Leonard. It makes me feel so safe. But you're tired.
He's been telling me to take these.
I'll get you some water.
Trouble on deck 9, section 2. We need a medical team.
Medical department alert. Doctors and medics, acknowledge.
You just sleep.
Go away! We don't want you here!
Where's your wife, Professor?
I'm armed! Go away!
Professor, you're a reasonable man. Let me...
Kirk here.
Barnhart was found dead on deck 9.
Green.
Enterprise from Kirk.
Bridge, Zulu.
You have an intruder aboard. Could be masquerading as crewman Green.
General Quarters 3. Intruder alert. GQ 3. Intruder alert.
Crater knows the creature. If we can take him alive.
We don't want you here!
Obviously, taking him alive is going to be difficult.
Check.
Deck 5 reporting. Crewman Green is not in his quarters. No one has seen him.
Captain reports Green's dead.
And he, or rather, it followed me.
Fill me in.
Crater?
My wife, Professor, where is she?
She was the last of her kind.
The last of her kind?
Like the passenger pigeon or buffalo.
Once there were millions of them. Prairies black with them.
And now they're gone.
Like the creatures here. Once there were millions of them, there's one left. Nancy understood.
Where's your wife? Where is she now?
Dead. Buried up on the hill that killed her. For a year, was it 2?
Kirk to Enterprise. Intruder can assume any shape. Crewman, you, myself, anyone. Go to GQ4.
General Quarters 4, Captain.
They needed salt to stay alive. There was no more salt. The creature was trying to survive. It has that right, doesn't it?
There's one, Professor. Your creature is killing my people. How long was was this green with you?
As long as it thought it could get to the salt in my tracer.
Dr. McCoy?
Medical department report, Doctor.
Oh, could offer it salt. There's no reason for it to attack us.
Creature is not dangerous when fed.
Can you recognize this thing when you see it?
I loved Nancy very much. She walks and sings in my dream.
And it becomes Nancy for you.
Not because of tricks. It doesn't trick me. It needs love as much as it needs salt. It isn't just a beast. It is intelligent and the last of its kind.
Are you going to help us find it?
Sorry, I can't.
Recommend we use truth serum, Captain.
Captain Kirk to dispensary. Captain Kirk to dispensary.
It wasn't McCoy. It was the creature. It hit me.
Fortunately, my ancestors spawned in another ocean than yours did. My blood salts are quite different.
Professor Crater.
Dead.
Leonard, wake up, please help me. They're trying to kill me. Don't let them kill me.
Move aside, Bones. She's not Nancy Bones.
Are you insane?
Killed 4 crewmen. Now Crater.
It needs salt to live.
No!
My guess is she needs more. You want it, Nancy?
You're frightening her, Jim.
Look at her.
You love me, make him go away.
Come on, here it is.
Leonard,
Bones, I can't find it. Get out of the way. Will you?
Stop it! Get out of your mind!
Get out of the way.
It's killing the captain's soup! Quick!
Leonard, no. Please.
Lord, forgive me.
Ready to leave orbit, Captain.
Something wrong, Captain?
I was thinking about the buffalo, Mr. Spock. Warp 1, Mr. Sulu.
Warp 1, sir. Leaving orbit.
오늘 소개해드린 작품은 스타트랙 오리지널 시즌 1의 첫 번째 에피였습니다. 스타트랙 시리즈는 무려 1966년에 제작된 정말 고전 중의 고전인데요. 그 시절의 컬러판으로 그것도 우주를 배경으로 한 시즌대 드라마가 있었다는 것 자체가 저는 놀랍더라고요. 미국에서는 인기가 정말 많아서 다양한 버전으로 변주된 스핀오프 작품들도 많았고요. 영화로도 여러 번 제작이 됐었습니다. 사실 전 이 시리즈를 잘 모르는데요. 제가 좋아하는 배우 베니가 나왔던 영화 스타트랙 정도만 봤던 것 같아요. 그런데 이 시리즈를 추천해주신 구독자님들이 많아서요. 호기심에 오리지널판을 구해서 봤습니다. 근데 저는 조금 유치한 느낌이었어요. 그래도 우주를 배경으로 한 옴니버스 판타지 스토리가 이어져서 제 취향의 시리즈인 건 확실한 것 같네요. 이 시리즈도 종종 소개해드리도록 할게요. 영상 제작에 큰 힘이 되는 구독, 좋아요, 댓글 부탁드릴게요.